Maybe we're not, because like it's cool. It's a cool idea. You know what I mean? Like aliens, us. You know, maybe our future's gonna be like Star Trek or Star Wars. We get cool alien races to fuck and shit like that. But let's be honest.
What the fuck?
Why would you not? I mean, let's be honest. Welcome back to the Threeskins Podcast. I am your host, Greg, here with Matt and I forgot your name, son. What is it?
How dare you?
And Lewis, of course. Today is a special episode because I am in charge of it.
May God have
not by
mercy
will.
on our
I've been
souls.
forced to do it. And well, we'll get into that in a sec. How are you guys? You guys all right this evening? You having a good day?
Yeah.
Good night?
Yeah.
Good evening?
How have you been?
I'm fucking tired. I want to go to bed.
When the rest of that coffee
I want to go to bed. These
When are you not?
fuckers are like, oh, Greg, we've got to film a podcast. And I'm like, they're like, just like in my bed, like, I don't want to do it. But, oh well.
Quite easily make this the two skins, man.
Yeah, we'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah. It'd just be me. And I'll bring it on a new guest. Anyway.
Is that too hot for you to neck?
Yeah, man. It's so hot. It's so hot. It's so hot.
Why don't you put some of your strawberry juice in there?
Nah.
Ugh. That'd be awful.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That'd be alright, you know. You
You
guys never had strawberry coffee?
Is that
strawberry
a thing?
coffee cake?
I mean, that does sound like a thing.
Probably.
That might be a thing. Like strawberry tiramisu. You know what I mean? That's definitely a thing.
I
I don't
was
think I've ever had a tiramisu.
I was
It's
about
pretty good.
16 years old, yeah, and I went out one day with this guy,
You went out with a guy.
and
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we're not
That's
judging.
totally
We're just,
fine.
it's just,
You
there's just lots of questions.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, well, let me get into it. Okay, so I was hanging out with this guy. Do something with that one, Greg.
You
Hanging.
What were you hanging?
We were went to Asda at like 3 a.m, and he got a tiramisu and a big ladle.
Ladle.
A ladle to eat it with. We were all drunk. I was 16, 17, and he was just scooping out, like sipping, like eating this little tiramisu of that. And then he halfway through, he was just like, right, I don't want this anymore. And he just started lobbing it at cars that were going past with the ladle. I completely forgot about
that's
that.
That's the sort of shit we used to do. That's
No,
Why
it wasn't me.
Like, why did he get a ladle? Like, why not just get a spoon?
because
Was it for comic effect?
I don't know, it might have been a spoon.
They're very
but
different.
I prefer it if it was a ladle because
It makes the story
chucking
way
out the cars
better.
is much better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because if he's doing it with a spoon, it's a bit. That's not much tiramisu.
Tiny little pussy spoon.
Imagine driving down the street and someone lobbing tiramisu at you with a ladle. You'd be like, what the
I would just drive past like, fair.
Yeah, same. I kind of be like,
You know
it's like
what?
you don't. It's not like sure you could get angry at it, but it's like
What's that gonna do?
fair enough.
Yeah.
It's tiramisu. That doesn't happen every day. That's gonna be a story I can tell my grandkids. You know.
It's like if I was driving along and someone pooed off something really high and it landed on my car, I'd just be like, fair.
Nah, that you'd be annoyed at.
It depends.
You'd have to
If
clean it off.
it was a nice solid one that slapped and then fell off, that's cool. But if it was a bit watery and it like got everywhere and then it started like I tried washing it and it's all over my fucking window wipers and stuff, I'd be pissed off.
What would you do, Greg, if I peed in your windscreen wiper water?
I wouldn't be happy. To be honest, I spray you all the time with it, so you'd be the one that gets
That's
fired.
That's true. Anyway, go on, Greg, you go. Because this is
like
your...
Captain Morgan.
Okay,
This is your episode.
So today, the theme of the podcast is... Last time we had cryptids. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Everyone likes a good Loch Ness monster, and...
Do you remember the names of some of them?
you missed my favourite one, which was the guy with the eye in his butthole.
No, it's because we already talked about it.
Yeah, I know, but
What was
that
the little,
was
what was
my-
the
that's
little
my-
fucking hippo wolf thing called?
The bunyip.
Bunyip.
Yeah,
That
bunyip.
was it.
We love the photo of that.
The
It's so
bunyip
good.
photo.
I don't even know where that photo is from. I just found it on Google Images, but whatever. Anyway, today, instead, it's Unsolved Mysteries.
Can I just point out before you carry on, Greg, this might be our number one asked for topic. In fact, we may have even done it before and we've all forgotten. But you're getting another
I'm
one.
pretty sure we've done it. But we're doing it again. And you, just like us, you've probably forgotten about the last one, so it doesn't really matter.
If we've forgotten,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
surely they have. Do you know
Anyway,
what I mean?
everyone loves an unsolved mystery. There's something about it that you're just like, there's something about being a human that you fucking love having answers to everything.
Mm.
You know, everyone like that's why people become Christian. They want
It's already
answers.
started.
No, but you know what I mean. They want answers to everything, and that gives them answers to everything, doesn't it?
It's a good point.
Doesn't mean they're the right answers, but they get the answers. Anyway, unsolved mysteries. I fucking love them. I do love them, but I hate watching the TV shows about them. I can't stand them. I fucking hate them. It's always like, and then the woman, she went down into the street, and then, you know what I mean? It's just long-winded. I don't care. I want the short,
Drag it
snappy
out,
version.
don't they? Yeah.
So that's what we're giving you today, a short, snappy version of these several mysteries. There's probably plenty you've heard before, because let's be honest, there's not many. Well, there are. Okay, let me just clarify.
The ones that are out there.
There's a
though,
few ones that I have quite clearly omitted because they are to do with child kidnappings and murders and all that sort of stuff. It's best to just avoid that stuff. It's not easy to make your jokes about, and
No. I don't
well,
particularly
I mean,
feel
you can,
comfortable. Yeah.
but you probably shouldn't. So anyway, we'll start with an old one, a very, very old unsolved mystery.
Ooh.
Well, actually, I say unsolved mysteries. I just like to clarify, like most of these are probably quite easy to solve, but people just haven't. Or they, it's just nicer. It's cooler if it's unsolved because the solutions are simple and usually
It's
kind of
family
boring.
and despair or whatever, and they're just
Do
like,
you
you
know
know what, we might just leave this one.
Can I just point out how happy I am? I don't have to fucking like read off my phone for this episode.
Okay,
on, Greggy.
first off, in the 12th century, in Woolpit, Suffolk, England, two children were found in the local woods.
You literally just said about this.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
No child death.
No, this isn't about child death.
Ah.
Two children were found alive and well in the woods in the 12th century.
That's a mystery.
Now, here's the mysterious part. First off, no one could understand a fucking word they said.
Ah,
They were
okay.
speaking a completely mysterious language that no one, even like because the bishops usually back then they knew like Latin and stuff like that, and knew some other languages. They took them to the bishops. They didn't know what the fuck they were saying. All right, but that's not the craziest part. These motherfuckers were green.
That's
No,
stupid.
100%.
That's rubbish.
100%. Two children of unusual green skin color were reportedly found in the
They're
village
aliens.
of Woolpit. And they spoke an unknown language. And they would only eat raw broad beans. They didn't eat anything else.
Fucking
This is
You
you
could give
made
them,
this one up.
No. You could give them meat. You could give them bread. You could give them fucking soup. They won't eat it. They only eat peas in a pod. That's all they ate. That's all they had. And I'm not, mate. You can call me a liar, but at the end of the day, I'm not the one fucking saying this shit. A man of God wrote this down, okay? A man of God, do you not trust a man of God? Well, you probably shouldn't, but let's be honest. Okay.
Oh god.
So,
that's
and
the first one. That's the first
after a
one.
while, they started to learn English, because obviously they're around people, they start
Yeah.
learning the language. So several years later, because they were found when they were about 11. So as they became teenagers, the boy eventually died.
Oh, it was a boy and a girl.
Yeah, but the girl, she survived, became an adult. She said that they came from a subterranean world inhabited by evergreen people called St. Martin's Land.
What?
And this woman lived on into her 60s or so, and literally...
They couldn't speak
in the
any English, but the
1200s.
name of the place that she was in was St. Martin's Land.
Yeah,
But when they found her,
Poke
they were
hole-
like,
That's a good
"Oh,
point. That's a good point.
You can poke holes in this, man, but I think...
Just can I? Just a few.
Okay, look. It's a cool idea.
What a load of
A
shit.
green kids found.
Honestly.
It's look, okay, it is just an absurd idea, let's be honest.
Maybe what if they had like anemia?
No, here is one of the things. Tin miners usually ended up, especially back then before modern tools, ended up having green tin skin.
Tin poisoning.
So the idea is that they lived in a tin mine with their family, and
St. Martin's.
and most tin miners back then
That's
weren't
good, that's
English. They were Flemish people who were taken over. Flemish people who were taken over and worked in the tin mines in England. So that's the main theory.
Okay.
I don't think
That
that's a
makes
good theory.
sense.
I think the better theory is that these motherfuckers come from St. Martin's Land. They're green because that's just the way it is. And they eat just broad beans every day.
That's the weird thing
Maybe,
about like
maybe.
The strange diet.
These
is-
motherfuckers were green.
the way you said that, dude.
It's weird though. That's a weird
That is a
one.
banger.
Yeah,
Can
that
I
is
just?
really
And
good.
there's some decent sources that back it up. You know what I mean? So
Well, you always give me shit for all these crazy stories I tell you guys, and then you come out with that.
that is not that insane. Okay, it probably is the most. Well, I wouldn't say it's
That
the
was
weirdest one.
pretty. If you've got anything kookier than that, I'll be very surprised.
It's a good one. Okay, so
These motherfuckers were green.
we are going
Apparently.
to move on.
No, yeah, it's all
Unless you have
metal
something to say.
poisonings that make your skin green.
Yeah, typically.
It's like when you wear jewelry on your skin,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
goes
yeah.
that bit goes green. Yeah, odd.
Very odd.
Oh, I give you that one, Greg.
Okay. Now we're gonna
100%
stay
real.
back in the past for a little bit. We're gonna go to the early 15th century, when a codex was written called the Voynich manuscript. All right. So it is basically, as you guys can see, it's like it's like a thing like this, and it's got loads of writing and loads of like pictures drawn. The issue is the language. No one knows what it is. They've never seen it. The script makes no sense to like us because we don't know the language. And the pictures and images of like animals and plants
Oh, I think
have nothing. They have no analog in the real world. Those plants don't exist. So who wrote it?
Dude.
Unless it's just someone who's really bad at drawing.
It could.
I mean,
be
that is
it
the
could-
point. That's
it
a good.
could-
That's
It
good.
could be that. I'm thinking though. You know when you just sit there and fucking doodle hog shit and write hog shit.
Yeah.
It could just be that.
Yes, I thought the same thing, but then, what are they called? Like linguists and linguistic analysis was done on it. And here's something amazing that they found out is that if you order all of the words of the alphabet that this made up alphabet it uses, if you get the most common word is found. Okay, you order the words and how often they're used. So, like, say A is the most used, and then E is the next most used.
Oh yeah, words.
Letters. Like in an English language. So you
Yeah.
say A is probably the most used one, and then E, and then maybe I.
E is the most used one.
So what you do is, this happens in every alphabet, in every language, is that the most used word, the second most used word, is used half as much as the first most used word. Second most used word is the third most used word is used a third as much as the second most used word, and that's something that shows something's a natural language, and it actually is like it's not just made up, because you can't just sit and make that up unless you're like a fucking some genius Rain Man motherfucker, you know what I mean? But
Maybe he was.
But the issue is the manuscript abides by all of the natural language rules, so
That
it
is
has to
odd.
be
A
some. It has to be
But
something.
who's saying that?
I don't know, fucking language motherfuckers. I don't fucking. Wikipedia.
The cunning linguist.
So
But there
yeah,
are people out there that like look at like Tolkien. Like, he made it, do you know what I mean?
that's good. And
he
then,
could have just written that like I'm gonna write a memoir thing.
Yeah, if you
in
got-
my own little
a lot of
language I've made
people,
up.
like if you look at YouTube video comments, the idea is like, oh, maybe it's just, Tolkien.
1500s
like,
Tolkien. Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe they were just playing fucking Dungeons and Dragons, and some guy wrote it for that.
yeah.
That's a good, but that apart from that, fucking who knows, man.
It could be.
It's crazy,
Dungeons
mystery.
and Dragons.
Big mystery, boys.
Dungeons and Dragons ain't that old, Greg.
Dungeons and Dragons, what 1970s, 1960s?
Yeah, I know. It's not 1500s though, is it? You
Yeah,
bell?
but they actually did.
Was it
used
the
to have role-playing
1500s
games
or the
back then.
15th century?
14th century, so 1300s.
Oh Christ. Okay. You got some pretty old mysteries going on here.
Oh
Greg.
no, I'm going from old to most recent.
Is that how you're doing it? Is it?
No, not really. I just, I just wrote it that way. It's okay.
I reckon, that whoever wrote that was green.
I mean, maybe
Dude. Oh god.
from St. Martin's Land. Look, here we go. Here's how it looks. With loads.
That just looks like old English.
Yeah, but it doesn't correspond to anything.
But are they letters though, or are they just like squiggles? Because they look like letters. Like that's like a J and an O and an F, and
It
I
looks
swear that
similar.
says Golfaroo.
there's a H. Yeah, like they look like letters.
But like I said, when you look at it as a linguist, it does make sense. We don't kind of understand it.
That's weird. Isn't it?
Fucking weird, huh? All right, that's a good mystery, huh? All right, next on. Okay, we're gonna go to We're going to the early 1900s.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if you guys have watched the film.
Look how animated Greg is when he gets to choose what
He's
he wants
loving
to
it,
do.
innit?
We need to get him more Greg.
That's because I have to be.
He
'cause
made
they've
out
got
like
fucking-
he's like sick of it, but he's loving it.
All right. Now,
Dropping
have you guys
wisdom.
watched the film The Lighthouse?
No,
With Robert
but it's all you
Pattinson
ever
and-
talk about.
Okay, well, it is based around the story of the Eilean Moor lighthouse keepers. So basically, in the 1900s, well, literally 1900, some dudes are just on their boat. You know, they're like, oh, the fucking lighthouse is over there. Well, it's not doing anything. And they're getting pissed off. They're trying to, like, signal to the lighthouse keepers. And they don't care. You know, so they're ignoring them.
I
So
think
they...
I might know why.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, guess it then.
Well, if they're signalling to lighthouse keepers and they're not responding, that means there are none.
Yes. So they get They get onto the island where the lighthouse is. No one's there. Doors wide open. But the chairs are on the floor, like they've been knocked over. There's half-eaten food, so they must have got suddenly jumped up, half-eaten their food. Their jackets are missing, and they're just not there. Can't find them anywhere. Never found their bodies. Nothing.
This, okay, yeah,
that is
alright.
pretty spooky.
Yeah.
It's creepy. Imagine that. Imagine
They're
you've gone to
eaten
this
by
island.
seagulls.
Yeah, maybe.
I reckon seagulls would eat humans.
Well, if you watch
Spoiler
a lighthouse, he doesn't get eaten by him, but he literally grabs one by the neck and slams it against the floor. Like,
But they
it's
say
great.
isn't it like supposed to be us like it's bad luck, isn't it, or something?
Yeah,
like
bad
that. It's
luck
like
to
a bad
kill-
omen or something.
Yeah,
shit like that.
it's a
You
bad
shouldn't
omen
do
to
it.
kill a seagull.
Yeah,
Was there any dead seagulls found?
No, but they did find their journal, and their journal dated literally to the day before these people turned up, and it says storm's over now. Hoping everything's going to clear up. But there's lots of like other weird shit in there. I can't remember, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, but the whole point is that they're saying, oh, it's a storm. But everyone from that area, every fucking like record they have says there was 0 storms. It was just clear weather the entire time. So these people are saying that they had a storm literally the day before they would disappear mysteriously.
Weird. No, but that's not all 3 of them saying it, is it? That's just one person.
Yeah, it's just whoever journal it is.
The guy who went crazy and killed the other 2 and then himself!
See, but that's the
Yeah.
thing. You don't know, yeah.
he could have left that there as like a.
Because think about it, you getting stuck. Like there's, I mean, the amount of times even we're just together for a few hours of film, we're about to wring each other's necks by the end of it. Imagine being stuck on a fucking island.
Yeah.
Apart from I would never half eat my food. Even if we were in a fight. I'd be like reaching for it.
You'd be fucking eating it while you're like kicking us while you're just trying to still eat.
That's weird though. That one.
Yeah.
It's
That is
scary.
creepy.
Like, that, but to me, that's like the creepiest shit. You know, I think you guys should watch the film. It's
Is it based on it or is it
it's like just
influenced or-
inspired.
Yeah, alright.
It's set around the same time period and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, interesting.
I haven't watched it like complete from start to end, but I've seen a lot of because I'm obsessed with Robert Pattinson. He's such a
He's
good
great.
actor.
He's amazing.
Not like that. You were the one that went out with a man at the start of the
Yeah,
fucking.
Yeah, I'd go out with Robert Pattinson.
I'd fucking
I
do a
would,
lot
yeah.
more
To
than
be
go
honest,
out with
yeah,
Robert
you
Pattinson.
would, bro.
Jesus.
Say you date the goddamn.
Have you
famous
seen
guy.
Good Time yet?
Is it one?
Very good time. It's the same directors as Uncut Gems. Have you
Is
seen
it?
that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, you need to watch Good Time and watch Uncut Gems, man. 2 of the best films in like the last.
Uncut Gems is mental.
Have you seen Good Time as well though? You need
Not
to- I
yet.
think that's on Netflix as
It's
well.
by the
though.
same guys, isn't it?
Yeah, the Safdie brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Safdie or Safdie, I don't know.
The Saft man.
Yeah, but really, really
Right.
fucking good.
Boys, now we're moving on to probably the most famous unsolved mystery of. It's probably not the most famous one.
Can
But-
I guess?
Yeah,
Is it DB Cooper?
it is fucking D.B. Cooper, man.
It is the most
Do
famous.
you guys know the story of D.B. Cooper?
Yeah, 100. Like,
Okay, just to
go on. Yeah.
I'll correct me
It
when
makes
if I
sense.
ever say anything. Basically, dude's on the plane, right? He's just chilling there. He's got sunglasses on, and
He's definitely got the sunglasses
yeah,
on.
and he gets the.
Why? He's on a plane.
What do you mean?
He's got
And that's the
sunglasses.
mystery.
The sunglasses to hide who he is, make him
Oh, I'm
serious.
such an idiot.
He's such a moron.
Yeah, but that. Yeah. So why do these crazy mysteries never happen now? Everyone has mobile phones.
I know it sucks.
Because it's harder for people to disappear off the face of the earth. But
Yeah,
when
man,
everyone's got an access to.
Like, I understand, like, the modern technology has made, like, solving crimes a lot easier, but it was just cooler back then. You could do bank robberies, you could do loads of cool stuff, serial kill and all that, and no one's ever catch.
Why is that cool?
Why did that come under the bracket of really cool stuff? Yeah.
Okay, so DB Cooper, dude goes on a plane, he's got sunglasses on, the plane takes off, and basically, halfway through, he gets the flight attendant to come over and he goes, I've got a bomb. And it's like, okay, I need, you're going to land at this airport, you're going to, as soon as you land, they're going to get the FBI to give you money. You and the pilot stay on, and then when we're flying, you've got to let the staircase come down. Like, because it was like one of those old school sort of planes where like you had like in the middle a stair thing that came down like that.
Okay.
And basically he wanted 3 parachutes. And he's obviously requested 3, so then it makes them think, he's going to force the pilot and the flight attendant to jump out as well.
Mm.
So that's his insurance to make sure they don't, give him a parachute that's cut. So anyway, obviously, the guy says he's got a bomb. They fucking go with it. They give him the cash. Flies up, jumps into the wilderness, and no one ever sees him again.
Mm. They even marked the bills,
Yeah.
and they only ever found a handful of the bills in the forest.
They found it. Yeah, no, it was. They were buried by a river.
Yeah.
And this is sort of like near Washington State, so just
He was eaten by a bear.
Yeah, just north of California.
He was eaten by.
In fact, I have recently found a little thing that says who the most likely suspect is.
Don't say it's fucking Robert Pattinson or some stupid shit.
His name was Ted Braden or Braden. I don't fucking know.
I thought it was DB Cooper.
No, but this is who DB Cooper was most likely to be. All right. So this guy was a paratrooper in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped. He did D-Day. Jumped on D-Day, paratrooping, at the age of 16. Because he lied how old he was. 16 years old, jumping in D-Day.
Oh, did they ever find a bomb?
No, there was no evidence he actually had one. And this motherfucker, D-Day, 16 years old. Imagine fucking going through D-Day at 16 years old.
Yeah.
Alright? Next, he then did jumps in Korea and Vietnam. Halfway through Vietnam, he gets bored of it. He hears about the Angolan Civil War and becoming a mercenary for the big bucks. Jumps over there, gets found out by the FBI. They capture him, arrest him. He gets all of this stuff. But they let him go. They're like, okay, well, you did serve on D-Day, so we'll let you off. And this guy is just complaining constantly. He's like, they don't pay soldiers enough. He's like complaining to his friends, I'm gonna fucking tell them one day, I'm gonna steal money from them, and all of this stuff. When he worked in Korea, the exact plane model that was hijacked, he used to do jumps off with the staircase down. He's one of the only people who ever was trained to do it.
So
he lived in the same area
so
that this happened.
It's been solved then.
Yeah, but you can't prove it because
I guess you can't prove it. But...
There's no evidence he ever had the bills. There was no evidence he had a well-off life afterwards.
It's like
But
OJ, isn't it?
he smoked the same kind of cigarettes. He did everything. It's just like, for example, DB Cooper is based on the name Dan Cooper, which was a French comic book, very popular in the Congo, where he went to work as a mercenary. There's loads of things that connect him. Obviously, there's no actual evidence, though. So maybe it's a solved mystery. Maybe it's not.
Maybe it is. Well,
what was the bloke's name again, though?
Ted Braden.
Was he ever seen again after?
Yeah, he was seen. Yeah, so if he was DB Cooper, he survived. And like I said, he's one of the only people in the world that was trained to do those sort of jumps.
But how much money?
He knew
exactly. How much money did he get?
He knew exactly how the plane should have its wings, exactly how high they should be in the air. This guy fucking knew his shit.
How do they know? Have they only just found all this out when it was like 50 years ago, 60 years ago?
Well, he was always a suspect. The issue is that they can never prove it.
But
he had alibi.
But what about the people on the plane though that were like, "That's him.
Yeah,
that's definitely that man."
That's why he wore sunglasses.
Oh yeah, great. That always works, doesn't
Fucking
it?
Clark Kent,
wearing fucking glasses is enough for Clark Kent.
No,
I'm just saying.
no, yeah, but apparently, all right. So Superman, yeah, everyone's like, how do they not realize? Apparently, what happens is when he becomes Superman, when he takes his glasses off, his spine elongates and makes him taller.
Yeah, legit. That is like a thing. Yeah. Okay. In the comic books, apparently, when he's Clark Kent, he like forces his spine together, so he's shorter and he looks like less muscular and stuff.
Yeah, but if I came round tomorrow and you all of a sudden just went like that, I'd still know it was you. Like.
It's dumb, innit?
Like,
Maybe
I walk in and
he
Greg's
uses
like,
his super strength to push his chin in and all that sort of stuff.
What the fuck? That's so dumb.
So, DB Cooper.
Yeah,
The thing is that if that was the guy,
then
then it's kind of boring now that that was solved.
Does it make it boring? Because
I don't know.
I don't think
It's
it
still
does.
cool. The fact that he got away with it.
It's
just cool enough.
technically still unsolved. Isn't
Yeah,
it? Like,
yeah.
because it's never proven.
Here's the next one.
Go for
This
it.
one I've talked about on here before, but it's a great and unsolved mystery.
is it the forest spirit?
Okay, Matt keeps getting like before this. I was like, yeah, I could do like a personal story of an unsolved mystery. And Matt just stared at me. It's like it's when you saw that forest spirit, wasn't it? I was
Yeah,
like,
you talk about it all the time, man. It's like the thing from Princess Mononoke.
yeah, but it fucked my day up. I was like,
Why did it fuck your day up? That's a cool thing.
no, yeah, but like it fucked my day up because no one believes me.
Yeah, because
we
it's
believe
stupid.
I saw some mental ass shit, and you were just like,
Yeah, but you always tell me like, yeah, I just sit there sometimes and I just hallucinate weird stuff, and then you expect us to.
yeah, but not like that. I don't fucking see shit like that. That's
Well,
like
I
mental.
don't know what you see.
Whatever, motherfucker. All right, anyway.
You told me once that you were laying on your bed and some guy just sat on the bed next to you and you
No,
just stared
wasn't-
at each other.
No. I woke up and I looked at the end of my bed and there's just a woman in fucking like a dark cloak just staring into my soul. Dude, it was fucked up.
That's some like sleep paralysis.
And no, but it was like it felt like way real, like more real than like real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
surely that means it's a dream then.
I don't know. It probably was. Obviously, it was a dream. It's not a ghost or anything. But
No, it's me.
Fuck me. All right. So next one.
You must have been terrified.
Dude, I was fucking shitting bricks. I couldn't get back to sleep afterwards.
Did you move?
Yeah, I fucking.
You
got
were
up.
asleep. What do you mean go back to sleep?
I woke up, didn't I?
No. So in your dream you woke up and there was a woman at the end of your bed.
Yeah.
And in your dream you couldn't go back to sleep.
No, like I don't even remember. I just remember
You're
like
still asleep now, Greg.
I was like,
Yeah, Greg, wake
no, but
up.
I saw this bitch, and then I was like, and then I woke up, but like I was still like I was up right when I woke up.
Yeah.
So it was fucking weird. It was weird.
So it was in your sleep.
You woke up, stood up.
No, like
sat
up,
up.
like sat up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, whatever. Look,
Fuck.
I've had some weird stuff happen
it
like
was
that
fucking
before
weird.
as well.
Anyway, let's go on to this one. Big mystery. Well, to some people. In 1977, at the Big Ear Radio Telescope, they found basically what they call the wow signal. They found a repeating signal coming from a distant star that can't be explained by things like pulsars and stuff like that. You know, the boring stuff that usually explains all of this stuff.
Yeah, Lewis is like, what the hell is that?
Boring stuff. Yeah, I know you don't.
Quasars,
you don't
man.
want to learn about it. No one cares.
You're a fucking quasar.
Yeah, well, fuck you. And it's known as the wow signal because the guy circled it and put wow next to it. I mean,
Wow.
basically,
Wow.
it's basically a repeating signal.
Was
So
it
when-
Owen Wilson?
Wow.
Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Owen Wilson's father?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was, well, the thing is that, like, I don't know if I've said it on here
It
before.
was these little green motherfuckers.
I don't-
eating peas.
I don't believe in aliens at all. I think we're alone in the, well, maybe not the universe, but at least the galaxy. There's no fuckers out there. There's no one.
No.
It's just empty. It's just fucking quasars and dumb shit. But after seeing that, I was like, wow. Maybe
Wow.
we're not, because like it's cool. It's a cool idea. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
aliens, us. You know, maybe our future's gonna be like Star Trek or Star Wars. We get cool alien races to fuck and shit like that. But let's be
What
honest.
the fuck?
Why would you not? I mean, let's be honest. You're telling me, so like some hot Star Trek looking bitch comes in your room and she's like, you want to fuck? You're gonna be like, no.
I'd be like,
God. Yeah, but that depends if they look
Yeah,
like
but
the
what-
ones from Star Trek and not some like Cthulhu creature.
Yeah. I'll probably do that.
Yeah,
but
If it look like,
it's
well, like a
interesting.
ditto.
What if they, yeah, and what if like they can connect to your brain and give you like super orgasms and shit? You never know what aliens got.
You spent a lot of time thinking about this.
I have actually. I have. I tell you what, man, it's interesting.
I don't know. I think if aliens did exist, they'd be more clever than us.
Yeah.
And it would be like, to them, it would be like to us, fucking like a pig. No?
Maybe. I think that's, you got a point. The thing is with aliens is that, like, I keep saying this whenever like we mention UFOs or anything like that. It's like, you're telling me these people are smart enough to travel across star systems, but they're not smart enough to not crash the ship or to go invisible.
Go
or any-
invisible.
It just doesn't make any
That's the one I
sense.
say, yeah.
You're telling me that like they don't want to be seen, yet they get fucking seen all the time. It doesn't make any sense. It's you'd be smarter than that.
I think even if they are aliens, it would be like they've created something that's a copy of them, like we have with robots going to other planets.
Yeah, you wouldn't send you because traveling across star systems.
Yeah,
that's
you would get
dangerous.
You get
They
something
send
else
like a
to do
Google
it.
car. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, exactly.
Have you
yeah.
spaceship?
Have you heard of is it von Neumann Pros or whatever? It's some fucking dumb German.
What band's that?
No, but basically it's this idea for probes where essentially, everyone, you know what I mean. But basically, you send out this spaceship, but it's not like any spaceship we usually have. It's tiny. It's like a nanobot. But the thing is that we know we can make things very small eventually, like that. That can go. Because think about how much energy it takes a massive starship full of people to send that across the fucking solar system. But imagine a tiny little robot. That'd be like hardly any energy to shoot it across the solar system.
What if?
That's how they imagine. If you really want to explore another star system and get images and stuff like that, that's the best way to do it. Just this tiny little robot sends over, boom.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
it. And that is what I imagine aliens would do. They wouldn't be fucking, oh, I got my phone thoughts. Oh no, the question was well. You know what I mean?
No,
Of course.
I know what they've done, Greg. They sent cats to spy on humans.
That some people
Cats and
legit,
dogs.
Yeah.
They did. Your cat and your
you
dog.
never know.
You never know.
So anyway, the WoW signal is still unsolved.
Wow.
There have been some theories that it was caused by, like a military satellite accidentally bouncing off something, but we can't prove any of it.
Is
So-
it like is the bloop on there? Have you done the bloop?
The blue. Oh yeah. Okay.
the bloop on there?
Nah. But you can tell people about the bloop quick if you want.
I think it's pretty much the exact same thing with what you said with the radio signal, but it's like an audio thing.
It's basically underwater. Basically, they have like super sensitive microphones underwater to search for a sonar and stuff like that of the enemy ships. And but instead, just one day there was just this like massive, and they can't see any reason what could cause it. Because usually
Under the water.
yeah. So usually that would probably be like, I don't know, like an earthquake underwater. No recorded earthquakes at the time. Nothing. It was just this massive sound underwater, and we don't know what it caused it.
People are all like,
A
oh,
whale just
It's
rubbed up
Kraken.
against the side of
it's
the
the
ship,
Kraken.
like,
It's Megalodon.
Yeah.
They still exist. But
some whale just farted.
the real answer is we don't fucking know.
no, I think... No, Lewis, the way it works is like they have like all these random microphones underwater, and they were like, one was all the way like 100 kilometers the other way, and they both picked it up.
Okay.
And if you hear it, it just sounds like when you put a GoPro underwater, but yeah, it's not far off that.
Yeah, it's like when you listen to it, it's kind of like, oh, that's it.
The bloop.
But it's the idea behind it is what's interesting at the end of the
No,
day.
like all these things, like cryptids
Yeah.
as well.
Okay, next on, this happened in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
And
really are
it's
doing this in
known
chronological
as the
order.
Toxic Lady. Have you heard of this?
The toxic lady.
The Toxic Lady. What do you know about it?
I don't want to ruin it.
Gloria Ramirez was admitted to hospital, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been given, like, a bunch of drugs because she has, like, tachycardia, which is super high heartbeat, and, like, issues with her breathing. Basically, she stunk. absolutely stunk of like fruity garlic sort of odor.
So like you.
But her skin was covered in like this oil that did make no sense.
So like me.
Yeah, a lot
Fruity
like us.
garlic.
It's like me and you.
Yeah.
Combined.
And when they started trying to take blood, basically it just stunk of ammonia. You know what?
Smell of piss,
you know,
isn't it? Like
it's like
stinky piss.
Ammonia is worse than piss. It's like
Bleach.
It's like a fucking. It's like one of your shits.
What? My shits smell amazing.
Basically, it was bad enough.
They do.
She was also covered in like tiny little like dots and stuff like that all over her body, and it got so bad the smell that nurses started fainting and passing out from it.
What the fuck?
The toxic lady. Yeah.
These are people that are used to being around like people getting cut open and they couldn't handle the smell. That's how insane it is.
Oh fucking hell! I hate the smell of like open wound.
Oh, yeah, Matt's been there during the surgery for a dog.
What? I don't want to know, actually. Fucking...
Yeah, I got bored when I was a kid and found a scalpel. No, I filmed like a... sort of like a documentary for college, and there was a bit in it where I was 45 minutes watching a dog have its ovaries removed, and the stench from inside that dog, you could smell its dog shit and like dog food at the same time.
Oh, God.
And dog innard. It was just horror. It just stunk.
Oh, mate, that's
Probably the
fucking...
second worst thing I've ever smelt.
So essentially, nurses and doctors all started falling ill during and after this incident. They developed loss of consciousness, shortness of breath, muscle spasms. Someone had a seizure, and to this day, officially, no one knows what happened.
Still,
okay. There is one.
94.
There's two main theories. The first main theory is that it's just mass hysteria. That one nurse started getting all crazy, and then another one started going, and then it all spread. Maybe. I mean,
it was America, wasn't it?
It was America. So let's be honest here.
Mass hysteria.
I'm not trying to be mean. We're not trying to bully Americans, but
you are.
Whenever we see you on the news, there's usually like a hysteria. You know, like I'm just saying. The second one is that she was self-treating herself with a chemical called dimethyl sulfoxide. It's a solvent used as a degreaser, and it apparently has a garlic-like taste and a smell, and it can cause you to have severely oily skin and all that sort of stuff. But it doesn't explain a lot of the other stuff, like ammonia smell, the fucking dots all over her body and shit like that. So
maybe she fell in the needle pit from Saw and he was feeding her.
There we go.
So she died afterwards,
DMT or whatever it was.
Oh, another thing is they found crystals in her blood. They found...
Crystals?
Yep. And sulfuric acid and shit like that. Dude, like, that's why it's called the toxic lady.
Maybe she got poisoned.
No, but, like, apparently she'd been showing symptoms like this for months.
So
it's just getting worse and worse.
What?
Yeah, man. Dude, the toxic lady is unsolved mystery. Stop trying to explain it, man.
Don't give me this shit. You were trying to explain cryptids last week.
Someone was slowly poisoning her.
Yeah, like some sort of Munchausen
with
syndrome.
some garlic, oil,
Munchausen
dotty shit, yeah.
But, yeah, it's still seen as an unsolved case, and that's probably because they haven't opened it up again to solve it, but...
That is really fucking weird, that.
Yeah, but imagine that.
That's cool, isn't
it's the fact
like
that people are like passing out and there's like gas coming out of this woman and
like
shit.
She's a fucking alien
weird.
or some shit. Like, yeah. That is bizarre. When did that happen? 94?
Yeah, 94. Okay.
That's one of my favourites.
Oh, what should I go on next? I've got a few left. I'm trying to avoid anything to do with like, you know, like, bad
Did she
stuff.
die?
Dead kids.
Yeah, she died. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if she didn't, they could have asked her.
No, well, they pronounced her dead from kidney failure. But they say it's kidney failure due to complications from cancer. But it's quite clearly something else was going on than cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's a bit
it's just because she had cancer doesn't mean that's what killed her. Okay. This is one I only found out about like yesterday. I was just reading a bunch of like random sort of unsolved mysteries. Basically, it's called the Yuba County 5. I don't know if you've ever heard of this.
Yuba County 5.
Basically, 5 men who all had sort of mild intellectual or psychiatric conditions, like mild sort of stuff. I don't know exactly what. They all went away to a baseball game together.
That just sounds like an 80s movie.
Yeah, no, it was, and it was a college basketball game back in 1978. So it's proper, old school. They're all in like their sort of mid-20s to early 30s. And basically, they go to the baseball game. Everything's fine. And then, they start driving back. Never to be seen. Well, they were seen again. But disappeared. Their truck was late. Well, the car. I think it was a car. Yeah. Their car was found in good working order. Completely fine. Had more than enough petrol to go wherever they wanted. Car started. No problems. Had a snowpack in it, even though it was snowing, so they didn't take it out to use it. Later, after the snow melted in the area, so this happened in sort of like January, February, and let's be honest, this was up a mountain. All right, so they found the car up the top of a fucking mountain, and
on the road,
yeah,
not just
but the thing is that they did try, but they tried looking for these guys. During the winter, but because it was so snowy and blizzard and shit, they waited until June. They found 4 of the men's bodies near a trailer, which was used, like, it was near sort of, what they called, like they have those ranger huts in the middle of the woods sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
So they found that their bodies near there. Some of them had been scavenged heavily by animals. So they've been dead for like a decent amount of time, at least enough to get eaten up.
Yeah.
One person though was found completely bearded. He didn't have a beard when he left, so he had survived for a long time, and he'd only been dead for about 2 to 3 days. So these guys survived up on this mountain for several months, or at least one of them did. So
what were the beards like on the others? Were they turned into birds' nest?
I think they were eaten.
That's fucking
They found ample supply of food and heating materials, but they found that the guy starved to death. So this guy starved to death on this mountain, despite the fact he was around food and ways to heat himself. And he was in this trailer instead of inside this place where he could keep warm. It's just insane.
I've never heard that one before, Greg.
Another thing is that there was a witness who was suffering a heart attack near that road on the mountain. He he was like half like awake, and he basically saw these people, these 5 guys. Apparently they were also with a woman and a child at the time. Mysterious woman and child that came out of nowhere.
That is really strange.
Yeah. That is a very good one.
And there's loads more to it. It's quite like, it's one of those, it's a bit even.
I mean, I documentary on it.
I can actually mention the thing it reminds me of is the Outlaw Pass incident. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah. That and DB Cooper are like the biggest mysteries.
Yeah. So I won't bother. If you know the Outlaw Pass, essentially Russian backpackers, fucking, their camps torn to shreds and their bodies are found all crippled all about the place, and it's like radioactive. It's just mental. But this is just weird because it's almost like it's almost like the guy commits suicide by starving. Yeah. But why? Why would he do it? Like,
can I just point out?
Did he eat the other guys? What was it like?
Did he lure them up there, kill them, and then just like, I've got to hide out here?
You said they all have mild psychiatric problems, right?
Yeah, so mild intellectual disabilities or psychiatric conditions. It won't tell me what. And let's be honest, this was the 70s, so it was probably like, he's dull. You know what I mean? Like, that was how it used to be back then. They didn't have like actual categorizations.
Sure, play some mean pinball.
and the theory is just nothing really adds up. Because like I said, the guy starved despite being right next to food. The other guys have been dead for several, like maybe months. Yeah. And why did this guy survive?
Were all the bodies found close together?
Well, one body was never found. So they found 3 bodies, all torn up by scavengers, but let's be honest, could have been that guy.
That's what I was about to say.
And then the other guy basically lived in that trailer instead of living in the sort of hut nearby. It doesn't make any sense. It's just bonkers. It's just.
I need to see more about
Yeah,
this.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
That one's really.
It's a really interesting one. It's like I said, I'd never seen it before.
No.
So I don't know
That
if you
is
guys
really
want to.
weird.
I would entice everyone to go look that one
Yuba
up.
5.
Yeah, the Yuba County 5.
How do you spell Yuba?
Yuba.
Okay.
Yubba.
Yeah, Yuba.
Yubba.
All right, so
Nice one, Greggy.
not
That's
gonna
a
do
good
the
one.
Outlaw Pass, but the only problem about some of these is that, like I said, some of them have got like child murder in them. You know, you don't want to do that.
Not particularly.
Although I will mention this one, I think a kid did get killed, but it's interesting enough to do.
Okay.
Okay, in fact, you guys probably remember this, the Alp murders. You remember the Alp murders?
The what murders?
The Alp murders.
Alp.
Yeah, the Alp in the Alps.
What's that?
The mountains, mountain chain, Switzerland, Italy, France,
Alp.
Austria, the Alps,
Alp.
the Alps,
Alp.
the Alps,
Alp.
the Alps. I'll help you out. Okay, the Alp murders.
Greg, you never do puns.
Okay, so these basically
That's
in
great.
France in the Alps, an English family was found assassinated, and we're talking professional hit, like clearly done by like they looked at the bullets and everything. The bullet was used like they could see by like the way the bullet had gone in and all that it was used like by a silenced gun, like proper like hitman shit, right? And the entire family had been killed, just shot professionally in the head.
But silencers make a noise.
And then, but not just that, a cyclist was also found murdered nearby by the same weapon. So likely is that he assassinated his family. Cyclist saw it, then he went and killed him. But that's not all. The French police were on the scene for about 8 hours, detailing stuff. About 8 hours after they got there, they found the daughter, 4-year-old daughter, at the mother's legs, still alive.
What did
And
they
she'd
say?
been laying there the entire time.
Oh, wait.
You remember this one?
I've heard of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that's
one-
mad.
What?
Still.
No, I don't get that. What do you mean?
Okay, so
How did they not notice a 4-year-old?
the 4-year-old had like almost shut down, was completely quiet, and obviously,
Oh, they thought she was dead.
yeah. Well, no, they didn't even know where she was. So
You said she was at her legs.
no, they found her at her legs 8 hours after they arrived at the scene. So the kids stayed there the entire time, completely quiet.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
That's
okay.
brutal, bro.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what that reminds me of? The start of No Time to Die.
Hey, spoilers.
And there's no spoilers because that's the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
First
Spoilers.
5 minutes of a movie is not spoilers.
I don't know, man. That's spoil. Oh shit. That's spoilers. Okay. Anyway, it's still 9 years later. No one knows why they were killed, and there's like, I mean, the English family weren't exactly, some sort of big political family or anything like that. There's
And
people
the
that
daughter
usually
can't remember.
Yeah,
anything.
well, it's 4-year-old kids. I mean, she wouldn't be 4 now. She'd be 13. But fuck knows, man. What do you remember when you were 4 years old?
I remember
No,
the
but
legs
it's
bit.
like you can normally get something out of a 4-year-old.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, they might know more, but it's crazy.
That is mental.
It's just like
And
like a professional hit like that. You don't see stuff like that. That's like proper James
No,
Bond
you
shit.
don't. Yeah, you don't see.
So it makes
that
you wonder,
kind
like,
of stuff no more.
what were they involved
People
with?
just
Like,
normally go missing. They don't.
did they just
normally,
have
like-
someone in their lives who was a professional who didn't like them and then killed them? Who knows? It's really fucking crazy.
Hitman for hire?
And it's the fact that there's a cyclist nearby that he also killed. So this guy's like not like tying up
It's
loose
like
ends and
it's
shit.
like Hitman the game.
Yeah, some Jason Bourne shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's weird,
real.
man. All
So-
of these have been weird.
That's crazy. Unsolved mysteries, man.
Unsolved mysteries.
Okay,
But save the rest for number 2
Oh,
the
but
next time. You can do one more.
this one's a nice, easy one.
It's just
This
we're
is
nearly
more of an Indiana Jones mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard of the Amber Room. Okay, so in Prussia, which is part of Russia, sort of thing, there's a place called Catherine Palace in St. Petersburg. You know St. Petersburg. It's a big famous city. And it had this massive room of like gold and like just like, this is how it looked. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit.
Crazy.
Fucking, and we're talking like several hundred millions worth of gold, and it was raided by the Nazis. But
They love that gold, don't they?
dude, wait, I mean,
love a bit of gold.
that's what the Nazis used to do, man. They raid places, they take all the shit they can and take it back to Germany, and
the British Empire before.
yeah, but they don't know where it's gone. That all of this shit was stolen
All
by the
that gold.
Nazis.
I know
Yeah.
exactly where it is.
Where?
It's under some German Catholic church. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, hey, man,
It's probably under the Vatican. No one's allowed there.
that's true. So, yeah, but this is how much it is. 55 square meters worth of gold inlay. All right, that's fucking a lot.
Inlay.
6 tons worth of amber.
Yeah.
6 tons. This is a lot of shit, and it just disappeared. There is there's several theories. They have found like small bits of it every now and then. They found a painting that was part of the room.
Yeah.
Because apparently one of the Nazi Germany soldiers stole it
Yeah.
and then took it back to his family. And that's it. They've literally found nothing else. There's loads of theories that it's part of castles and stuff like that. They
be, yeah.
looked everywhere, can't find it. Obviously, there's the big likelihood it got destroyed in the Allied bombings before the Nazi invasion. Before they invaded
like a
Germany.
speck of it.
Yeah, but that's it. There's another theory that it went down with a very famous ship, and I can't remember what it's called.
That famous, huh? The Bismarck.
Okay. No, it was like it was like the biggest ship. It's basically the Titanic of Nazi Germany, and they were using it to basically evacuate parts of Poland as the Soviets invaded Poland.
Right.
And it got
Have they never been to the ship again? That ship?
It's off limits.
How?
The Polish government don't let people go there. You're not allowed to dive on it. You're not allowed.
Well,
to...
then the fucking Polish government have it.
I mean, that's part of the unsolved mysteries. Maybe the Polish government's stolen it. Maybe they've gone and
They
used it.
100% have stolen it.
Yeah, but we don't know because all of that's based on one.
All of like gold and everything is just being stolen from
That's all
each other.
based on one guy's account saying, "Oh, I think I saw them load it up onto that ship." That's always based on it. You don't know if it's true or not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, essentially, there's this giant Titanic-sized ship that is sunk off the coast of Poland that might contain all this gold and amber. Pretty cool, huh?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think we
But
should go there.
it's counted legally as a war grave, and you're not allowed to dive within 100 meters of it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, that's just the way it is, man.
Typical.
Someone just needs to urbex it. Just do it.
Dude,
Just
urbexing
fucking
but
do it.
diving.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck diving. Like, how people can dive
no,
deep like that? It's
Just
just
fuck
insane.
being in the water at all. Just
Finding
in
all those
general.
dead bodies as well, man. Yeah, fuck
Oh,
that shit.
yeah, that'd be awful. Fuck that shit.
That's good, Greg. You've done a
That was
good
very
job.
good. You did a very good job, Greg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. There we go.
Very good job. But yeah.
We good? You're gonna save some of those for us to solve next time?
Mate, I've burnt out most of them, to be honest.
Well, we can. There's hundreds of
There's
millions. trust
always,
me.
Yeah.
the only one I didn't probably mention was that Tamam Shud one.
Yeah,
You know that one?
the shroud, isn't it?
No,
Should.
it's the guy,
person.
the Australian guy found dead off the Australian
Oh,
coast
With
yeah,
no,
I know
um,
about that one. With a piece of paper
with like
in
a
his
bit
pocket.
of Persian written in his pocket. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And they like traced it through so many people,
Yeah.
whatever, to a woman that sold it a book to another man or something like that, and it had the page ripped out. Or
See, that's an unsolved mystery. See, mate, there's 1,000 connections, but you cannot connect them all to solve the mystery. Anyway, yeah, unsolved mysteries are fucking cool.
Yeah. We'll definitely do another one of those, I think.
Yeah, they're entertaining.
Yeah.
You have to go on a deep. I want to find some more like insane ones. You know, like
Green skin.
ghosts.
That was mental.
Ghosts.
Oh, forest spirits. And anyway, I also need to end on this one last unsolved mystery. And it's not the forest spirit, but it's also something weird I've seen in my life. When I was a kid, I used to live in a house, well, actually not that far from here. And I remember one day, I heard someone going up the stairs. All right? So I heard someone going upstairs. I look and I see... you're going to think I'm insane, okay? I 100%
I already think you're insane, mate.
I 100% saw a dwarf-looking person
Oh,
walking up the stairs. No, you can fucking give me that. I mean,
it was a kid.
No, it wasn't a kid. All right, dwarf-looking person. I'm not saying like a dwarf is in like dwarf as in people dwarf, like like real people. I mean like fucking Tolkien dwarf-looking motherfucker. Going like almost like a gnome, like a fucking garden gnome. In fact, it looked a lot like a garden gnome. Right? He had like a red cloak on and shit like that, and he's walking upstairs. I'm like, the fuck? And at first off, I thought I was maybe one of you guys dressed up. I go into the living room, and the entire fucking family's in the living room. There's no one else in the fucking house with us. I'm scared shitless. I wouldn't even say anything. I didn't say anything to my mom or anything. I was just like fucking terrified. I saw something weird that day, and it's one of those things that like just like the ghost.
I know what it was.
So just like the fucking forest spirit. It's nagged at me for years. I don't know what the fuck I saw, but it was some garden gnome looking motherfucker.
In a red cloak.
In a red, like, not red cloak, like a tunic, like a red thing and then
Did he
like
say anything?
a tie belt sort of thing. Didn't say anything, no, he was just walking straight up the stairs. Like,
You go,
just stared, almost like a fucking toy, like a machination, the motherfucker. And he's just walking upstairs. I'm like, I was like, the fuck is this shit? And I just,
You didn't say that in your head.
okay, yeah, but
if
I translated it to modern me, it would be that.
Yeah, no. What did olden you?
Oh, jeez. and like, it's one of those things that like every now and then I think about it again, and I'm just like, did that really happen? But it definitely did. It definitely
It didn't.
did.
The forest spirit, the woman at your end of your bed, and the dwarf Tolkien red motherfucker walking upstairs. Greg, I think you need to go see someone.
Some of my family think I might be psychic.
Psychic, yeah.
Well, I got some family that believe in all that stuff. They think I might be psychic. The stuff I see. Maybe I am. Maybe I am a psychic, and I'm just because of the evil skeptics. I reject the deep.
Because my skepticism's near you all the time.
Yeah, it's like
I cloud you. I'm like a nullifier.
Man, I could be there reading futures and shit, but you're there like. But
I think we should do one time where we get like a tarot reading. We go to a tarot reader, and she does, or he.
I do quite. I think tarot reading is pretty cool. Actually,
It's cool. It is cool. I just don't.
It's bogus, but it's cool. It's like astrology. Astrology is like oh shit. Astrology is a cool idea.
Bit of fun, isn't it?
But it's just it's just obviously not true.
Maybe that would be interesting. Then go and see what the tarot is. That like,
they
read your future.
They
but
find
it's
out.
like
Have you seen Live and Let Die?
Yeah.
What are they
Going
called?
back to Bond.
What do they call themselves?
Tarot readers.
Is that just what that's
Tarot
kind of
card
that's
reader.
boring. I think like
Tarot.
nah, but tarot's just a shit word, isn't it? Tarot, diviner, divination, mind, future reader, psychic. I don't know.
There must be some crystal chick out there that would do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Marina Joyce.
Marina Joyce, man.
We'll find someone that will do it. I found someone recently that's going to do something for me about you that I just can't wait to do.
I know what it is, and it's just ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Yeah.
No, it's going to be amazing.
You might kill me.
Yeah, dude.
I don't care. I'm going to be stomping that thing and throwing it down a...
Dark voodoo curses, man. You can't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, you can.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't mess with that shit.
I'm going to prove to everyone that it's
real.
Yeah, hopefully.
Why don't you use fucking some randomer? Why
No,
don't use
you.
me?
Because it has to be you.
I don't want to die. Well, not all the time.
You will when I'm finished with this doll. Anyway, Greggy, thank you very much for doing the topic.
Yeah, that was a good job, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, man, yeah,
Some of those were genuinely very interesting.
They're pretty cool. Like I said, it's one of those subjects that because we love mysteries, just something about us. Everyone loves it. You go on fucking Netflix, it's all mystery. Where did these kids go to? You know what I mean? It's like they probably got kidnapped. So it's problem solved.
Well, that's where the word.
That's why.
comes from,
That's why I missed out. Like
Yeah.
because I was looking at unsolved mysteries, and I'm talking like 95% is just kids disappearing.
Just like
But let's be
John
honest,
Benet Ramsey,
we all
Madeleine
yeah,
McCann.
but we all know what actually happened. It's just we don't know who did it. Is
Yeah.
That's true. Anyway, yeah, Greg, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Good job, man.
Cheers, boys.
On to more of what you need to do for us.
What?
A little Goonie tune for the ender.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
go with that.
you good for that?
Yeah. What
Bring it back to Goonie Tunes, baby. So, if you're new, I doubt you are, and you're not familiar with what Goonie Tunes is, Greg is going to play a tune that he's impromptu learnt on his trusty old guitar. And you guys at home have to tell us what it is, and you could win a prize. You won't win a prize, but yeah. What's that?
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, right. I see. You need to do the guy with the hair. Do it.
I fucking hate the song. So yeah, something like that.
Do it. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Amazing. Well done, Greggy.
Oh yeah.
If you know what that is or what it's from, write down in the comments below.
That one too. Yeah, thank you everyone. Remember to like. We fixed the. Well, hopefully by the time this has come out, we fixed the Pinecast. Because you were just going to keep playing that.
I was going to play the.
Yeah, I know, but. Okay, you can do that if you want.
No, it's okay. You've disqualified.
I've ruined it. Yeah, good.
I did all of that fucking unsolved mysteries, and then I just.
No. It's good, man.
Do you want to play us out?
Nah, it's fine.
Well, the music's already playing, isn't it? Because we're talking about liking. And...
Pass Greg and play it. Cheers, pass Greg.
Yeah, cheers, pass Greg. Like the video, or
don't
subscribe if you're new, which is not going to happen.
Do whatever you
if you do just want to listen to the audio of these in your car, whilst you're working out at the gym, etc., just go to Spotify or iTunes or Castbox or Player FM. There's like 1,000 different things. We have an RSS feed, so that means you can listen to us pretty much anywhere that does
wherever
other
you
podcasts.
may find your podcasts.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hope you enjoy. I'm sorry this one wasn't funny.
It was funny.
You
Green
think it was
people,
Them
bro.
motherfuckers were green.
Okay, let's be honest. I think that was true.
That one's not true.
That's
Definitely not.
Nah, I disagree. I think out of all of those, that's probably the most true one. DB Cooper's a bit far-fetched in my opinion. Guy wearing sunglasses on a plane, it makes no
Greg,
sense.
what? Can I try and poison you green?
No.
Why not?
Tin poisoning does not sound cool. I'm pretty sure there's like something like on the list of doctors' recommendations
on, man.
of what you can put yourself through. Tin poisoning.
Yeah, it's just a bit
Why don't
of
we
tin
turn
poison.
you into the toxic lady?
Yeah.
I don't mind painting myself green, but I'm not getting actual green poisoning like tin shit.
Do you reckon the Tin Man gets that?
No, Tin Man's like made like an actual tin. He's like a tin that can talk. He's not a man that's poisoned by tin. He's
what?
He's
What, Greg? Come on, man. That's not true, is it?
yeah, Tin Man. He's a tin that's turned into a man, not
That's
a
not
man
quite
that's
real.
okay, so if you get a tin and you turn it into a man, that's a Tin Man. But if you get a man and then poison him with tin, that's just a green person.
I'll go for a piss. Goodbye, everyone.